Without a burning desire, there is no wealth, no purpose, no victory. Desire. It begins as a spark, a small fire inside. At first, it may look fragile, weak, uncertain. But when fed, when protected, when turned into a blazing flame, desire becomes the starting point of all achievement. Napoleon Hill declared it again and again. All success begins with desire. Not luck, not chance, not talent. Desire. Why? Because without desire, nothing moves. Without desire, discipline dies. Without desire, persistence fades. Without desire, faith has no fuel. Desire is the fire that keeps you going when everything else tells you to quit. Desire is the reason behind sacrifice, the strength behind action, the energy behind destiny. Think of history. Every invention, every creation, every revolution began with a burning desire. Thomas Edison desired to bring light into darkness. The Wright brothers desired to fly when the world said it was impossible. Martin Luther King Jr. desired freedom and justice so fiercely that his dream shook nations. Desire moved them when logic told them to stop. The Bible shows us the same. Hannah desired a child so deeply she poured out her soul before God. That desire birthed Samuel, a prophet who changed history. David desired God's presence above all else, and that desire made him king after God's own heart. Jesus himself desired to do the will of his Father so strongly that he endured the cross. Without desire, even divine purpose remains dormant. With desire, even the impossible becomes reality. So the question is, what do you truly desire? Not just what you wish, not just what you casually want, but what burns so strongly in you that you are willing to sacrifice, to suffer, to persist for it? Because casual wishes produce nothing. Only burning desire creates achievement. Napoleon Hill said, "Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat." If your desire is weak, your results will be small. But if your desire is strong, burning, consuming, unstoppable, nothing can stand in your way. Desire is the starting point because it ignites imagination. It makes you see possibilities where others see problems. Desire is the starting point because it fuels persistence. It keeps you moving when results are invisible. Desire is the starting point because it awakens faith. It makes you believe in what others call impossible. But here is the danger. Most people let their desire die. They allow doubt to drown it, fear to smother it, comfort to weaken it. They settle for less, not because less is all there is, but because they lost the fire of desire. So how do you protect your desire? First, clarify it. Write it down. Name it. Vague desire is weak desire, but a specific, clear, written desire becomes fuel. Second, feed it. Read daily, visualize daily, remind yourself daily of why you want it. The fire of desire dies if you stop feeding it. Third, guard it. Do not share your deepest desire with those who will mock it or kill it. Protect it from negativity. Surround it with faith. And fourth, act on it. Desire without action becomes fantasy, but desire combined with action becomes destiny. Think of a seed of fire. If left alone, it dies. If fed with wood and oxygen, it grows into a blaze that no storm can stop. That is your desire. Feed it. Protect it. Act on it. Say this with me. My desire is burning. My desire fuels my destiny. My desire gives me energy, persistence, and power. I refuse to settle. I refuse to quit. I will protect my desire. I will feed my desire. And my desire will carry me to victory. Think again of history. Desire carried Abraham Lincoln through failure after failure into legacy. Desire carried Nelson Mandela through 27 years of prison into freedom for a nation. Desire carried inventors, leaders, prophets, and dreamers into achievements that changed the world. Desire is not optional. It is essential. Without it, you drift. With it, you rise. Without it, you surrender. With it, you conquer. So what is your burning desire? What fire must you feed daily? Because your life will rise or fall according to the strength of your desire. If this message is speaking to you, don't let the fire fade. Subscribe to Napoleon Inspires right now. Every day you will receive principles of desire, persistence, and faith. Daily fuel to keep your fire burning. Daily encouragement to protect your vision. Daily wisdom to turn your desire into destiny. This is not just a channel. It is a movement. A community of people with burning desire, unstoppable purpose, and destiny on fire. Remember this: without desire, nothing begins. With desire, everything is possible. Protect your fire, feed your fire, and let your desire rewire your destiny forever. Desire is not just a feeling. It is a force. It is the invisible magnet that pulls you toward your destiny. Without it, you drift. With it, you attract opportunities, people, and ideas that align with your vision. That's why Napoleon Hill placed desire at the very beginning of Think and Grow Rich. He knew that nothing else works until desire burns inside you. Look at Joseph. As a boy, he dreamed of leadership, of influence, of a destiny greater than his current life. That dream was not casual. It was desire planted by God. His brothers mocked him, sold him, betrayed him. Yet even in prison, his desire did not die. He lived with excellence daily because his desire gave him direction. And in time, the dream came true. Desire carried him from the pit to the palace. Think of Paul. He called it a burning desire to preach the gospel. Beaten, imprisoned, shipwrecked. Yet he never stopped because his desire was stronger than his pain. His burning desire outlived his body because his letters still transform lives today. History echoes this truth. Oprah Winfrey rose from poverty and abuse, but her desire to inspire and impact the world drove her beyond her circumstances. Elon Musk faced ridicule, bankruptcy, and endless criticism, but his desire to innovate carried him to build companies that change industries. Lionel Messi, small and doubted as a boy, carried an unshakable desire to play football. That desire made him practice endlessly, persist through failure, and rise to become one of the greatest of all time. Desire is always the common denominator. Talent without desire dies. Resources without desire are wasted. Opportunity without desire is ignored. But even without talent, resources, or opportunity, a burning desire finds a way. So how do you ignite and protect your desire? Here are 7 practices. Write it daily. A desire unspoken fades. Put on paper every day. Remind your mind. Visualize it vividly. See yourself already living it. Feel it, taste it, experience it in your imagination until it becomes real to you. Speak aloud. Words give life. Declare your desire every morning and every night. Feed it with knowledge. Read, learn, grow in the area of your desire. Knowledge is fuel. Protect it from doubt. Don't expose your deepest desire to mockers. Share it only with those who believe. Act on it daily. Even one small step feeds the flame. Desire without action weakens. Reconnect with your why. When you forget why you started, desire fades. Keep your purpose front and center. Desire is like fire in a fireplace. If left unattended, it goes out. But if you add wood, protect it from the wind, and fan the flame, it burns hotter and brighter. Now declare this with me. My desire is my fire. I will not let it die. I feed it daily with action, with words, with vision. My desire is unstoppable. My desire carries me through pain, through delay, through doubt. My desire rewires my destiny. This is why mediocrity is so common, because most people never let desire grow. They want, but they don't desire. They wish, but they don't burn. A wish says, it would be nice. A desire says, it must be mine. A wish waits. A desire acts. A wish hopes. A desire insists. That is the difference. The world belongs to those who desire strongly enough. Every breakthrough, every invention, every revolution came from desire so fierce it refused to die. And that same force is inside you. If this message is awakening something in you, don't let the fire fade. Subscribe to Napoleon Inspires right now. Every day, you'll receive principles of desire, persistence, and faith. Daily fuel to ignite your fire. Daily encouragement to protect it, daily wisdom to transform it into destiny. This is not just a channel, it's a movement. A family of people who burn with desire, who refuse to drift, who create a future on fire. Remember this, without desire, nothing begins. With desire, everything is possible. Protect your fire, feed your fire, and let your desire carry you to the life you were born to live.